Well, hello, lovely Libra. Welcome to my channel. My name is Iris, and I'm here to do your June 2019 spiritual guidance readings for the month of June 2019. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning to my channel, welcome. Thank you for following and subscribing and watching. So Libra, as I was meditating on your cards before I get into this reading, I get the sense that for Libra, you're experiencing a lot of indecision and wanting to follow your heart, wanting to move forward in your life, but feeling like you're being held back by something, an external condition, a situation, or a person, and the internal struggle of wanting to be selfless and feeling selfish and not being able to, do I compromise? Do I sacrifice? Doing the right things for the right reasons because it serves your highest good versus, well, if I do this thing that I want to do that I feel in my heart is the right thing to do, then I'm being selfish, and then that's not a good thing. And I know a couple of Libras who are experiencing those same internal feelings, and it's that internal struggle of wanting to be somewhere, do something, or create something different for themselves, yet recognizing that in order to do that, they have to let things go, and yet by letting them go and making a choice for themselves, that they're being selfish in the process, and trying to find that balance of how do I honor what I want to do and yet not feel like I'm being, selfish and that it's all me. So that is the feeling that I got as I was meditating on your cards. So let's get into the cards, Libra, and see what guidance and messages Spirit has for you for June. I'm using a couple of, I'm going to use 3 decks today, actually. I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle, and this is the energy that you're coming into June with. Then I'm going to move on to the Fairy Tarot for your spiritual guidance and support. And I'm going to finish it off with Kuan Yin's Oracle cards, just to kind of oomph up that spiritual guidance, so to speak. So a message directly for you. Now, as I get into this reading, I just want to say that, there's a lot of Libras out there, so not every message today is going to resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's no big deal. It's not meant for you. The message and the guidance isn't for you. If it does resonate with you, that's fantastic. Some parts of the reading might resonate and other parts not so much. Don't try and make a reading fit, and please don't, there's a lot of readers out there with a lot of guidance and a lot of support, and we're all here to help you on your journey. But don't ever give your power over to a reader and what they say. It's meant for, to help you on your path. And in these readings, there isn't anything bad. You'll never hear anything bad in my reading. It's just all guidance for you to help you on your path. So let's get into this now, Libra. So the first 3 cards that are going to come out represent the energies that you are coming into June with. So this is just stuff that's been going on for you prior to this, that's just still kind of lingering for you. So the first card out is the Mending card. And there seems to be a lot of mending going on right now. We're really in a time of transition and change regardless of what sign you are. And mending is really good. Okay, 2 more. There's the next one. Next one is Yin. The next one out is Yin, and that's really awesome. That's about, your feminine side, your feminine spiritual side, the connected side, the I want to say the feminine energy, but actually what I want to say isn't fully being downloaded, so I'll just let that download here. Universal flow, honoring yourself, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, tapping into the more gentler side of yourself, and I think compassion is the word that's coming in. And just one more card here. There we go. Okay, and the last one is Treasure Island. So Libra, what you have is mending, which is mending broken bridges. You know, where once something was strained, a relationship that was strained, you know, it could be with a sibling, it could be with a romantic partner, it could be a friendship, could be anything. So where there's a rift, now is the time either you have been working on or thinking about starting to mend, you know, the threads that are broken in a relationship. And sometimes mending could be, you know what, I'm going to honor myself and I'm going to move on from this situationship, and I'm going to work on mending my own heart. And then we have this yin card, which is the feminine, intuitive, the honoring ourselves, being kind to ourselves, loving ourselves, accepting ourselves, doing what is right for us. Because right next to it is a treasure island, and it's also the number 9, which is, you know, you're at the end. I feel like you're at the end of a cycle, and this turtle here that is carrying this treasure pot, you know, it looks like it's, you know, full of gold and really awesome things in there, and it doesn't have to be, you know, a financial thing, but I feel like there is a cycle. There is forgiveness, there's kindness, there's compassion, there's you honoring yourself and having kindness and compassion for yourself and what it is that you are going through. So often we get into these situations where we have to express kindness and compassion and forgiveness for other people, but we forget about the kindness, caring, compassion for ourselves. But there is definitely something that is coming to an end here, and it is leading you to this next thing that is going to be coming into your life. So, you know, as I was meditating, like I said, I felt an energy of, you know, the internal struggle of, you know, being selfish and selfless and doing things that are right for you for the right reasons. And, you know, sometimes we can't sacrifice ourselves for so long before it starts to destroy us. So this energy that you're coming into the month of June with really does speak to that. So the first 2 cards out in your spiritual guidance reading are the 2 of Winter and the Emperor. And the 2 of Winter speaks about, you know, indecision. You know, do I stay? Do I go? Do I choose this one? Do I choose that one? How do I make this work? How can we make this work? What's this going to look like? What needs to happen, right? But it's all about making the decisions that we need to make. So I think that there is a lot of energy around what it is that you want to do. And the guidance being offered right next to the 2 of Winter is the Emperor, and I'll show you all of these cards as well, is, you know, using logic. And, you know, sometimes we have to have the right combination of, you know, what's in our heart. We always want to follow our heart, but sometimes there has to be some logic and structure around the decisions and choices we make. And we can't always just act on impulse, and we can't always just listen to what other people have to say to us. We have to have that balance. But the Emperor energy is, you know, again, talks about compassion, but also being firm in the resolve in the decisions and choices that you make. So that so far that's great. Okay, that one wants to come out. Okay, next to it is the Prince of Summer. And this talks about, you know, drama in our lives, the emotional side of things, you know, almost like a wanting to fly away or run away. But we can't always run away from the things, run away from things and run away from the drama. Sometimes we just have to be logical, and sometimes we have to think things through, right? And I think for a lot of you, you are going through a really emotional experience, and it's causing a lot of upheaval in your life. Okay, we're just waiting for 3 more cards to come out, and we'll put this all together. There we go. And then the Prince of Spring. So the Prince of Spring talks about immediate action, and we'll just, oops, I don't feel that those, first of all, there's too many, and I don't think they're for you anyways. This is me just not hanging on to the cards properly. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Let's get these last 2 cards out. There we go. Oh, and it fell on the floor. Just 1 second. Okay, and we have the Balance. Isn't this a gorgeous background? I am in the backyard, and it is beautiful, and it's a beautiful, bright, sunshiny day. The wind has died down a little bit. Okay, 1 more here. Sometimes they take a second to come out. Thanks for your patience. Can't always rush these things. There we go. There it is. Okay, the World. Oh, this is wonderful, Libra. Okay, so here's what the guidance is for you. Okay, so as I said, there's a lot of you're experiencing a lot of emotional internal wars of, you know, what do I do? I already talked about that, so I don't want to belabor that. But here's the 2 of Winter, right? So this, we've got a choice. We can choose this instrument here, or we can choose this instrument here. And it's indecision, right? We get stuck in that, you know, I can't make a choice, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what the right thing to do is. And what I want to say to that is, you not making a decision is a choice, and you're choosing to be stuck in indecision. And that's where we want to pull in the Emperor energy here. And we want to look at, you know, we have the potential to have the world in our hand. And what's beautiful about this is you do have the World card here for additional guidance, right? So you have the ability to have everything that you want, but you know, you have to have that balance between your heart and your head, and be logical, and, you know, be a leader in your own life. Life is not about pleasing everybody else. Life is also about honoring what it is that you feel is best for you. So the guidance is like, make a choice. Take some time to be contemplative, balance between the head and the heart, and make a decision that you feel is best for you, and honor and stick to that decision. A lot of people make a decision in the heat of the moment, like this Prince of Summer here. They just want to flee, and in that impulsive moment, in that heat of that emotion, they become very impulsive, and they make a decision and a choice, and then they second guess it, because there's no foundation, and there's no solid structure that allows them to feel confident in their decision, and then to move forward in that decision. Okay? So if you honor your heart, and you have some type of a structure and a foundation and a logic behind what it is that you want, why you want it, and why you're making the decision to move forward on this decision, you're going to be able to follow through on that a lot easier than if you make a rash decision and then in the heat of that moment say, okay, I'm so out of here, I'm so done with this, and then you flee and then you leave and you've got nothing to support you moving forward on your decision. But whatever it is, the Prince of Spring is, you know, this prince here is on this speedy hare, and they're riding forward, and you know there's a lot of swift movement. And for you, Libra, I'm getting the sense of once, because this is falling underneath the Two of Winter here in making a decision, I feel strongly that once you do make a decision, that there is going to be a lot of swift movement moving you forward into the next thing, because the World card is here and there's good things coming for you, but they're all hinging on making a choice. Choose one way or another. Don't sit in the middle here and waffle back and forth, because once you make a decision, there is forward movement, and the forward movement happens quite quickly. You're also being encouraged to balance, maintain a sense of balance, right? And this falls underneath the Emperor card. So the Emperor card again is, you know, balance your heart and, you know, the worldly logic, okay? Because you have the ability to do this. You just have to tap into this energy, which is your intuitive side, trusting yourself, making decisions that are best for you and what is right for you and what it is that you want to manifest and create for yourself in life. So trust yourself, maintain a balance for yourself as well. And then I've shown you the World card, because you have the world is your oyster. I really love this card, Libra, because you have, you know, this fairy has two wands, and they are planted firmly in the ground, and she can be, do, and have whatever she wants to be, do, and have, because she has become the leader. These are very strong leader cards right here, and they're about the decisions. They're about honoring yourself, acting from a place of logic and kindness and compassion and caring, not just for yourself but for the other person, and acknowledging that they are on a different journey, or if this is not a relationship, because this is not specifically a relationship reading, this, whatever this situation is, whether it is a relationship, it could even be a work situation, or maybe you want to move across the country to study, whatever the situation is for you, whatever fear is holding you back, because the only thing that is stopping you from making a decision is the fear. But when you tap into your energy, this energy here, and you make a decision that is balanced between your head and your heart, you are going to end up in this place where you've got the world in the palm of your hands, like you can do anything you want. So let's get some other guidance here for you. Now, this is from the Kuan Yin Oracle deck, and I'm not as familiar with this deck in terms of the meaning and the messages, so I do have to read from the book, so I apologize. Some of the readings are long, but you know, some of the readings are a little bit long, and some of them are really short. So you have Immortal Treasures, and I'll speedily go to that page in the book, and we'll get started with this part here. Okay, so number 14, Immortal Treasures. You carry within you precious immortal treasures. They exist beyond life and death, belonging to the celestial heavenly realms of the divine presence within you. Kuan Yin now guides you to honor these treasures, your gifts, the gifts of your soul, which include the ability that you have to transmit healing. Honor yourself as a healer, beloved, whether formally or informally. Your soul brings a special healing light to humanity. You have divine support in your role as a healer in whatever way, usual or highly unusual, that is unfolding for you right now. Each soul is unique and precious in its own way. Certain souls have the light of healing. Yours is one such soul. Your presence on this planet brings light and hope to others, sometimes in the ways that you don't consciously recognize. Kuan Yin is with you, guiding you to be open to perceiving and utilizing the immortal treasures that lay within you, the beautiful light and gifts of your own divine soul. That's very significant. And although this card is speaking about healing, and some of you are healers, as I myself am a healer. But what I want to say in relation to this reading here is that when we honor ourselves and follow our intuition and make decisions that are for our highest good, we are opening up the doors and the gateways for other people who are having that experience with us to rise above and have them reach their highest potential. So what I want to say to that is, what is for your highest good is also for the other people and situations. It is also for their highest good. So for example, if you make the decision to go, and I don't know why moving across country or across the world to study or to whatever, for whatever reason, if you are doing that because it's for your highest good, and whatever is holding you back in indecision, guilt or fear, whatever it is, leaving other people behind or to fend for themselves, trust that when you follow what is for your highest good, you are leaving space for that situation or those people to rise and do something, whether it's be independent, find their own way, have new experiences themselves. That is also for their highest good. So I hope that makes sense to you. So in that way, you are a healer because you're healing yourself and moving forward, and you're giving space for them to heal themselves and move forward on their highest path. So I hope that makes sense to you. Just remember to take care of yourself too. An empty cup cannot fill another. It is better to allow your inner cup to be spiritually filled and emotionally and physically replenished through balanced self-care, a bit of indulgence balanced with loving discipline and boundaries that make you feel safe and secure within. To find the right way to care for yourself, explore what might work for you. It might be yoga, a meditation, a little sacred time each day to sit with a crystal, or talk from your heart with your guidance. A health retreat, time in nature, a good book, and some laughing time or playing with loved ones. Your healing ability, turn the page, your healing ability will find new levels of power and strength through exploration of self-care. The immortal treasures of the soul are to be shared with loving respect of your own self as well as for others. This oracle can also indicate that it is helpful for you to explore healing of an issue that you have been dealing with and is yet to be resolved. If you have been contemplating visiting a healer or taking a break from a stressful situation, this card supports you in doing so. You might simply need a chance to replenish and withdraw for a short time. May help you meet this need. You may also benefit, if you feel so inclined, from a healing with another. Trust your intuition and allow yourself to honor your own special light and the need that you might have for receiving healing just for you at this time too. Kuan Yin will help you to find your way. The processes below will help you will support you in receiving her help. And then it goes into a healing and a prayer. If you're interested in that healing and prayer, just leave a comment below and let me know, and then I'll also share that healing and a prayer in the comment section below. So you have a lot going on, Libra. It might be really stressful, a really stressful time for you, and and there's a lot of uncertainty. That's pretty clear to see in this reading. But you are being highly encouraged just to take care of yourself. And the immortal treasure talks about not over giving of yourself, but also we can't give to others if we don't give to ourselves full. And I like to use the analogy of if you take a cup, right, and everything inside the cup that is for you, and you have more to give when that cup is overflowing, and that pertains in all areas of your life. That's why people get so burned out. And if you are caring for an elderly parent as well, you probably already have experienced or probably know about caregiver burnout. It's when you give so much of yourself that you have nothing left for yourself. And that card also said, sometimes it's good just to take a step back and rejuvenate yourself. So lots of healing going on here for you, lots of choices and decisions to be made, but things are moving. And June is going to be, I really feel strongly that June is a month of healing, decisions and healing and self-care, and it's going to be interesting to see what's coming for you in July. So Libra, I hope that this reading has meaning for you, and you're able to take away something from it. Please leave a comment in the comments section below and let me know what's going on in your life and how I can help you. If you would like to book a private reading with me, I will leave the details on how to contact me below this video. And if you would like to work with me one-on-one in any relationship, spiritual relationship coaching or spiritual mentoring, I'll leave information on how to reach me as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And thank you so much for being here. I wish you a lot of healing and love and support through the month of June. And I will see you mid-month for I'm just going to do a top-up reading for all of the signs mid-June. So sending you so much love until we see you again. Bye.